Most people are not stuck because life is too hard. They are stuck because they keep waiting. Waiting for confidence, waiting for support, waiting for the perfect time. And while they wait, life quietly moves forward without them. You probably know this feeling too. There is something you want to do, something you dream about almost every night. But every time you think about starting, fear enters your mind. What if I fail? What if people laugh at me? What if I am not good enough? So instead of starting, you delay. One more day, one more week, one more year. And slowly the hardest thing is not failure anymore. It becomes regret. My name is Wally, and today's story is about a boy who spent most of his life waiting for the perfect beginning, until one simple moment changed everything. There was a boy named Ayan. He lived in a small village surrounded by fields, dusty roads, and old mud houses. Most people there spent their entire lives doing the same thing every day. Wake up early, work in the fields, earn enough to survive, sleep tired, and repeat. Ayan's father was a farmer, rough hands, old clothes, but he never complained. Ayan respected his father deeply, but he was also afraid. Afraid that his own life would become exactly the same. Not because farming was bad, but because he felt something inside him calling for more. Every evening he would sit near the river and think about his future. He wanted to build something meaningful. He wanted a life bigger than fear and routine. But Ayan was always scared to begin anything. If he wanted to learn something new, he would overthink. If he tried and failed once, he would immediately give up. And because of that, most of his dreams stayed inside his mind. One afternoon, while working in the fields, Ayan noticed an old man pushing a heavy wooden cart through a rough, muddy road. The wheels kept getting stuck. The old man would push hard, move a little, stop, breathe, then push again. Ayan walked toward him. "Why are you carrying all this alone? This road is too difficult." The old man smiled. "Yes, the road is difficult. Then why not wait until someone helps you?" The old man stopped, then looked directly into Ayan's eyes. "If I waited for perfect conditions, this cart would never move." That one sentence stayed in Ayan's mind the entire day. That night, he could not sleep. Maybe that was exactly what he was doing with his life. Waiting to feel ready, waiting for certainty, waiting for fear to disappear. But maybe life never gives certainty first. Maybe movement comes first. The next morning, Ayan asked his father something unusual. "When you first started farming, were you confident?" His father laughed softly. "Confident? No." "Then how did you learn?" His father placed a hand on his shoulder. "By working badly at first." He continued, "The first time I planted crops alone, many of them died. The first time I sold in the market, people tricked me." Then he smiled. "But if I had stopped because of those mistakes, we would not even have this house today." That hit Ayan deeply. Every person he respected had once been inexperienced. Every skilled person had once been terrible. The difference was simple. They continued. A few days later, Ayan decided to learn woodworking from the village carpenter. He had admired his work for years, but never had the courage to ask. This time he went. His hands were shaking. "Can you teach me woodworking?" "Do you have experience?" "No." "Do you know how to use tools?" "No." "Then why do you want to learn?" Ayan hesitated, then said honestly, "Because I am tired of being afraid to start." The carpenter stared quietly, then smiled. "Come tomorrow morning." That night, Ayan felt both excited and terrified. His mind kept creating excuses. But the next morning, he still showed up. And honestly, he was terrible. He cut wood unevenly, dropped tools, made countless mistakes. One day, he accidentally ruined a wooden chair the carpenter had been building for hours. He expected anger. Instead, the carpenter said calmly, "Good. Now you will remember this mistake forever." Ayan looked confused. People who are too afraid to make mistakes never learn anything valuable. Weeks passed, then months. Slowly, Ayan improved. His hands became steadier. His cuts became cleaner. His confidence grew. But the biggest change was not his skill. It was his mindset. He stopped expecting instant success. He started respecting slow progress. One evening he asked the carpenter, "How do people become great at something?" The carpenter picked up a small piece of smooth wood. This became smooth because it was cut, shaped, and polished many times. Without pressure, it would still be rough. Then he looked at Ayan. Life works the same way. Difficulties shape people. That night, walking home, Ayan realized something painful. For years, he had been avoiding discomfort, but discomfort was exactly the thing that could have helped him grow. Years later, Ayan became one of the most respected craftsmen in the nearby villages. People traveled far to buy his handmade furniture, but what made him truly respected was not his skill. It was his story. People knew he started with nothing, no talent, no confidence, no perfect beginning, just the willingness to begin badly. One afternoon, a young boy visited his workshop. "How did you become successful?" Ayan looked at the unfinished table in front of him. "I stopped waiting." The boy looked confused. Most people waste years waiting to feel ready. But readiness comes after starting, not before. When I first touched these tools, I had no idea what I was doing. But if I had waited to feel confident first, I would still be standing at the beginning. Life does not destroy most dreams overnight. It destroys them slowly, through delay, through excuses, through overthinking. A person keeps saying, "I will start tomorrow." Tomorrow becomes next week becomes next year. And one day they wake up realizing they spent years preparing for a moment that never came. You do not become ready and then start. You start and slowly become ready. A child learns to walk by falling. A farmer learns through failed crops. A craftsman learns through broken wood. Nobody skips the uncomfortable beginning. Growth is uncomfortable. Waking up early is uncomfortable. Trying again after failure is uncomfortable. Being a beginner is uncomfortable. But staying stuck forever is more painful than all of that. So wherever you are right now, do not wait for certainty. Start before you feel fully ready. Start while feeling nervous. Start while feeling afraid. Because courage does not mean fear disappears. Courage means you move despite fear. You discover your strength while moving. You discover your confidence while struggling.